So first, I'm going to introduce Mary. Mary is a retired high school teacher and a guidance counselor who now teaches senior citizens at UD how to use iPhones and iPads. She has 9 grandchildren in the Dayton area who love to go geocaching with her. So let's give it up for Mary.
Hi, I'm here tonight to tell you about one of my favorite pastimes, an activity called geocaching, which I learned from my 73-year-old friend Claire just a few years ago. It's a great activity for all ages, and it's going on all around you, and you might not even be aware of it. Geocaching started in the year 2000. It started in the state of Oregon. It is now spread all over the United States and in almost every country in the world. It's a treasure hunt, but there isn't really it's like a treasure hunt or a scavenger hunt, but you don't really get a treasure at the end. I'm going to show you what you get. You might be finding a box like this. This would be a typical geocache that would be hidden out in the wild. And it might be big enough to hold some little trinkets if you had some kids along. But most of the time it doesn't have a treasure. It just has a pad of paper and a pencil for you to write your name that you actually found it. Now some geocaches actually are very tricky, and they look like things out in the wild, like a pine cone or a tree bark. Or they're very, very small, like the one in the lower left. Often they're like a magnetic key box, and so you don't always know what you're looking for, but you get some instructions before you start. Now, what do geocachers look like? Well, they're just kind of normal people like you and me, like this mother and son who are finding a geocache in a hole in a tree, and the boy is holding up the container, which is just a little 35-millimeter old film container, and he's holding the paper where he's going to sign his name that he actually found the geocache. They also look like me on the right. I'm in Calvary Cemetery geocaching, and my friend Claire on the left, I made her climb up in this tree to find this green bottle that was tied on a rope and hanging from a limb, and that was what the geocache looked like in that case. Children really love geocaching, and since I have 9 grandchildren, I take them with me all the time, and they're really great if you have to climb a tree or go down a steep slope or get your feet muddy. So it's fun for all ages, anyone that likes to be outside and likes to hunt for things. The way you start is with a computer. You go online to the website called geocaching.com and you sign up. It's all perfectly free. And once you sign up, you put in your address, and it will start to locate geocaches at the address you give, either where you're sitting or anywhere you want in the world. And it's using the satellite, and it's using latitudinal and longitudinal degrees to locate these geocaches. Then you get a list of some of the geocaches that are near you, and you can pick one that you want to go and visit. And the list will tell you how far away it is from you, how difficult it is, how big or small the container is. And then when you pick one and you open it up, like this one was located at the old post office building downtown Dayton where I live, it tells you the place, the latitude and longitude, but not the address. But it gives you some hints, and it gives you the size of the container. And it also logs everyone else who has visited before. The nice thing that's kind of educational about this activity is that you can learn something about the place you're visiting. So I was able to learn about this building, the history of it, and all the different uses it had over the years. And I've been taken to many, many interesting places in my own city that I'd never visited before, just through geocaching. Now the other thing you need is a device, a mobile device like a smartphone. If you have some extra money, you can buy a GPS device for about $200 that's even more accurate. But the smartphone has an app that lets you actually steer yourself toward the geocache you're looking for. So when you're online, you can see a map like this. And if you see all the little smiley faces up there, this is downtown Dayton. They are geocaches I have found, and the ones that aren't smiley faces, that are just little green boxes, are ones I haven't found. So it gives you an idea of how many just are right around us in downtown Dayton. Now, if you travel, you can find a geocache just about anywhere in the United States. It's amazing to think that all of these things are being hidden by people who just do it for the fun of it and who search for it, just for the adventure. There's no other reward than just the fun of finding the geocache. It's in every country of the world, too. 2.6 million geocaches. So if you're from another country and you haven't gotten involved in this, please do, because you can see the United States and Europe are heavy on geocaches. But you see those geocaches out in the ocean? They might be underwater or on a small island. Now here's a local geocache along the bikeway that's a really cool statue. And my smartphone just showed up in the right corner that I'm 25 feet away from it. But once you get close, like about 8 feet, you just have to start to think and guess, where would somebody hide something? Well, Claire found it, because I made her climb up on the statue. She's the experienced one. She was teaching me. And so here she is signing the geocache, which was probably on some kind of container stuck to the bottom. And there's the little log sheet showing our name that we actually found it. Some of the cool containers are very strange, like a fake sprinkler head on the left, or on the right, a teeny tiny nano container that has like a little tiny roll of paper inside of it that you have to sign. And after you sign, you go online and you write your experience online. There's another geocache that's a bolt stuck in a tree, and the one down in the right corner is just somebody's spray bottle. They made their own containers. So you can buy some of these containers at a geocaching outlet, or you can just make whatever you want on your own. So people get really creative. And then they tell the story of how they found it online. So the reasons to geocache are you get fresh air, exercise, you have a challenge, you actually can go with friends or make friends that are geocachers. And if you like to solve problems and just explore all kinds of cities, geocaching is a great sport. So I hope you'll try it.